Hi everyone, my name is Aaron Herrera, and today I'm going to be giving my refutation speech about why airport security is necessary for our safety. With terrorism on the rise, do you feel safe while traveling? Wouldn't you want to travel safely with your family without the fear of being blown up? World peace seems so far away, but then why should that stop everybody from seeing the foreign lands that God has created for all of us to see? The TSA, also known as Transportation Security Administration, and other national security agencies have created a typhoon of safety rules and regulations that seem invasive but can protect our lives at the same time. Airport security has increased at an impressive rate for those traveling within the nation as well as abroad. A series of rules and regulations have been formed to ensure the safety of all travelers. The security influx is made to protect us from the terroristic threats. The purpose of this speech is to simplify the fact that airport security is created to protect everybody. Despite the controversial depths that security has gone, it is not an invasion of privacy, but rather a forefront protection against terrorism. Terrorism is on the rise, but the world does not stop turning because of individuals who are up to no good. Nobody wants to relive the tragic event of 9/11, where two planes crashed into the World Trade Centers. Had there been more protective efforts to keep us all safe, might have this incident be prevented. Some argue that these new rules and regulations are a violation of personal space and are viewed by many as being overprotective, irrational, and an invasion of privacy. Despite the rules from being frowned upon by some, isn't our safety more important? We are often left with the question, what are these new policies and procedures? According to TSA, the first major change that has been made is doing away with metal detectors and replacing them with full body scanners and x-ray machines. Despite the controversy about the body scanners being harmful and exposing us to unwanted radiation exposure, an article published by USA Today News has reported that airport body scanners have to pass a company radiation test before anybody can be subjected to these scans. This means that 99% of the radiation received from being scanned is not enough to do harm. Other changes that have been turning heads included pat-downs and regulation of liquids carried on board. According to TSA, the controversial pat-downs are only given to those suspected of terroristic activity or for those who are trying to smuggle drugs on board. The regulation regarding liquids were not implemented to make people waste their cologne or perfume, but to set size limits on liquids being carried to prevent the threat of liquid nitrogen and drugs being transported illegally. So another question that we're left with is, if these new safety policies and procedures make us uncomfortable, what can I do? The first answer is easy. Do not fly. There is no law that requires us all to fly to travel. Alternate transportation can be provided, such as rental cars, Greyhound buses, trains, and cruise lines. In conclusion, airport security is not an invasion of our privacy, but rather a protective barrier to protect us against the ongoing terroristic threats that are currently happening. Thank you all for taking the time to watch my refutation speech. If you should ever find yourself going through an extreme security protocols, just remember, it's for your and everybody's safety. For more information about this topic, please visit www.airsafe.com. You can also find helpful resources at www.tsa.gov. For more information about the unwanted radiation exposure and the safety of the radiation exposure from full body scanners, you can also check out an article titled Airport Body Scanners Pass Company Radiation Tests by Allison Young. And you can find this article on www.usatoday.com. Thank you.